Hey, what's up you guys? It's me Judie. Welcome to the Singapore vlog. This actually happened last year, 2024. So this is a very late upload. This is the day before the flight. I had to do my hair because that route was not it, you guys. It was looking crazy, and if you get your hair done in the Philippines or any like spa services, it's much more cheaper compared to US. Fast forward to the day of the flight, we actually got breakfast first because we have an early morning flight, and then after that we went to get coffee, took some pictures because if you're a Filipino and you're doing international flights, you know we're late on everything else except for our flights. Finally, it's time to board, and I'm so excited because we have never been to Singapore before. So this is our first time in Singapore. I'm so excited. I've heard lots of good stuff about Singapore, so I actually had to put it on my bucket list. As soon as we checked in, there were some refreshments by the entrance, and let's do a little hotel room check. This is very important. Before settling into the hotel room, you have to check around. I know there's some like safety things, like, you know, check the cameras and all that. I remember my mom and I actually went to this like hotel somewhere upstate, and as soon as we opened the closet, there was some clothes that they were left behind. So that kind of indicate that they didn't clean that room. After settling in for an hour, we decided to head out and start exploring Singapore. We took the bus, which is actually in front of the hotel, which is very convenient, by the way. The buses are pretty clean. If you took New York City buses, public transportation in Singapore is way cleaner. And it was actually very easy to travel around the city. First stop was the Chinatown street market. We were just like walking around, and there's so many food stalls, restaurants around. We were kind of like overwhelmed because there's so many options. Like whatever you're probably looking for or craving for that day, they most likely have it. As you can tell from this video, that even though this is a street market, it's pretty clean. There's not a lot of garbage around. So it was around 6 or 7 p.m. at this time, so we were looking for a spot where we can grab some dinner, and this is probably the 1 or 2 clips of us eating, but I swear, we actually ate during this whole trip, and it was just not vlogged. In the street market as well, there are plenty of money exchange shops. There's souvenir shops, there's this like little grocery stores. We actually got some souvenirs from Singapore, but I don't know where I put it. Up until now, I haven't seen these souvenirs that we got from Singapore, and I'm literally like annoyed. We are here at Maxwell Food Center. It's a very casual food hall that has plenty of different cuisines. One thing that I noticed in Singapore is that there are so many food centers. So when I tell you you're not gonna be hungry, you're not gonna be hungry because you have so many options. So after walking from Chinatown Street Market to Maxwell Food Center, we decided to head home, and we took the bus again that will stop in front of the hotel. What I like about, public transportation in Singapore is you can actually use your credit card or Apple Pay, so it's very easy for you to travel around. So now we are on day 2. Alright, let's do a little fit check. Okay. Why do I look so serious in this video? Anyway, this is another food center, and we actually just got a kaya toast, which is a popular breakfast dish that is originated from Malaysia and Singapore. Breakfast done. And we are just walking here in the overpass because we are planning to go to Sentosa Island. And to get to Sentosa Island, you actually have to pass through Harbour Front Center, which is a very big mall that has a lot of boutiques, also restaurants. Again, you will never be hungry. To get to Sentosa, you actually had to pass by the Harbourfront Center, and you also have to take a cable car. Hello Kitty! Oh, it's so oh my god! Hello Kitty! Oh my gosh! Ba't yun ang taas? Mas mataas yun! Wow! Welcome to Sentosa Island. So as soon as you get off the cable car, you will actually pass through this gift shop that has so many Hello Kitty. I had to stop myself from getting anything because I know it's much more expensive when it comes to like gift shops in like islands. Like look at this. I want to get everything. I don't even know how much steps I got in for this trip because we were just walking everywhere. We're here in Sentosa Island. I honestly don't know where we're heading, but we just keep walking. We're just walking around. Hello! We're gonna head to see Aquarium. Of course, we had to take some pictures in front of the Universal sign, but we didn't actually go inside Universal Studios just because I feel like we don't have enough time to really go inside. So instead, of course, you already know, if you've seen my Boston vlog, I don't know, for some reason, I always love visiting aquariums. We actually went to this S.E.A aquarium. And it was actually like really nice. I just love, going in aquariums. There's something about aquariums that's just very calming and healing. And for some reason, wherever I go, I do always want to visit an aquarium. Alright, so we are skipping to the next day. We are visiting the shops at Marina Bay Sands. This is actually a huge mall. There's so many like luxury brands, shops, and there's also this huge food court that you're gonna see in a few. Also in this shopping mall, there's actually a casino inside, and there's also this like little boat that kind of like reminds you in Venice. And this is the food court that I was talking about. There's so many food options. I feel like I said that throughout the whole video, how like, oh, food. But I mean, you get the point, because you see my video, and from where we started all the way at the end, it's like a whole crescent shape. All of that is full of like food stalls, and in the middle there's two beverage station that has fruit juices and also like milk tea or bubble tea. It was actually rainy that whole day, so we stayed mostly inside, but as soon as the rain stopped, we actually went outside and we are gonna take pictures close to the Marina Bay. So since we couldn't go to the Marina Bay Sands itself, we just took a picture from afar. Still looks nice. So would it be a Singapore trip without visiting the Merlion? The iconic Merlion? Of course I had to go. So the next day we actually had to fly back home to the Philippines, and that was pretty much the Singapore vlog. I know that went by so fast and there weren't enough footage for you guys, but hopefully my next travel vlogs I'll do much more better when it comes to vlogging. Like let me get it together. But stay until the end of this video because I'm gonna share you guys a little tips when it comes to booking that maybe you guys would find it helpful. Alright, so you guys have reached the end of this video and I'm gonna be sharing a little bit of tips, what I did to plan and prep for this trip. So definitely look into what the required documents are, passport, visas, entry rules, because each country has different entry rules. Make sure to do your research if there's a visa required or any entry rules that you need to know and follow. So booking like flights, hotels, and itineraries, all that. So flight, I actually booked that through the website itself. Hotels, I actually considered looking into location, the price, and how convenient it is to travel around, if there's any like public transportation. So when it comes to planning your trip, it depends on you actually. For me, I like to finish the tourist spots first, then I go to much more calmer things or spots. I love to use Google Maps. This is not sponsored, by the way. Google Maps has really helped me when it comes to planning which spots to go to. So when you open your list, it's just pinned already. So for Singapore, I actually also booked our airport transfer via KLOOK. It's an app actually, which made it easier for us to get to our hotel for the first day. It avoids us being confused where to go and all that. And it's also less stress for us. When it comes to packing, try to pack light but smart for flights because you want to leave space for shopping if you love to shop, and souvenirs as well that you will take home for yourself or for your family and friends. And of course, be aware when it comes to restricted items and if there are any electronic adapters that you will need, because some countries they have different electronic adapters. The airport, there's actually like a currency exchange, but we actually didn't exchange money in the airport right away. I have done my research beforehand that most establishments accept credit cards and tap. So when we actually went to the Chinatown street market, there are plenty of money exchange stalls. Most places, most stores, the subway, the buses accepts tap and credit card. Next is phone and internet. I actually got us this SIM via KLOOK as well, and all I had to do is pick it up in the airport. It's pretty much self-explanatory in their instructions, where to get it and all that. I would definitely suggest if you are traveling for the first time in a whole different country, just eat at your own risk. Like, you know, just assume that your stomach is going to be very sensitive, and especially if you are in a completely different country. Make sure to pack medicines for emergency use. Getting around Singapore is pretty safe and easy. If you live in New York City, you will be fine navigating their subway system because it's pretty straightforward. There's only a few lines, and very important rule, by the way, is to learn the country's basic rules and regulations. Be respectful and remember that you are not from there, you are a visitor. And last but not the least, always be safe, vigilant, and have fun. If you have any more questions, make sure to comment it down below. That's all guys, see you in my next one. Bye!